Welcome to the Amazing Clarks podcast. My name is Anthony Clark.
And I'm Melanie Clark.
And we are the Amazing Clarks. Of course, Melanie and I, we are both relationship coaches. We've been coaching together as a team for 20 years, but we've also been a couple madly in love for 30 years. So, how you doing, babe?
I'm doing amazing, honey. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing really good. I'm really excited. I'm really hyped up because we launched our book.
Yay! Yes, we did. It's only taken us 20 years to get it done.
More like 22 years,
yes.
But who's counting? There you go.
Exactly.
So how do you feel about it? Now that, and not only did we launch the book, but we are actually Amazon #1 bestsellers.
Yes.
So kudos on that.
I love that. Yes. I'm super excited about it. I'm excited about the book. I'm excited about being an Amazon #1 bestseller. But I'm really excited that we're going to be able to get our content out to more people. Like the goal of the book is to help people build relationships, attract relationships. So I'm amazingly thrilled about that.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And by the way, people, the name of the book, the title is Crack the Code, The Secrets to Having You Happily Ever After. And the book is basically, for example, when guys look at us and we have this amazing relationship, 30 years, it just keeps getting better and better. How did we do it? And what we did, actually less than 5% of the population are able to do. And that's to build a relationship that gets better and better over time. With most couples, the relationship, they grow further and further apart in their relationship over time. They fall more and more out of love over time. So that's 95% of the population. So what is the other 5% doing differently that's giving us success that the 95% is not catching on to? We put the secrets to our success in this book. That's what cracking the code is all about. We crack the code for you. And if once you learn how to crack the code, not only will you be able to attract your perfect partner if you're a single person, but if you're in a relationship, you'll be able to build a relationship that's going to get better and better over time. And so that's what I'm so excited about having the book out now. Like you said, babe, it allows us to reach a lot more people because it's just the two of us and we can only reach but so many people just coaching, one couple at a time.
Or a single at a time, right?
Right.
I really love that part of it. And my favorite thing about the book, I think, is that, we discovered that love is an energy that emits a frequency. And most people are not on the frequency of love. And so our book is helping them see the things that they're doing to prevent themselves from being on the frequency and the things they need to do to get on the frequency of love. I'm super excited about it. That nobody taught us that. Right. We had to learn it the hard way. Mm-hmm. We had to figure it out. We both were married to other people before and failed. And those failures helped us to figure out what are we doing wrong? What could we be doing better? And how do we understand ourselves and love? And that's the stuff that's in the book that just thrills me.
Exactly. And it's also like marriage insurance or relationship insurance. If you think about it, everything depends on the success of your marriage. Your kids, their future, the home that you bought, your finances, health-wise, everything is counting on the success of your marriage. So it's not like it's an option. Failure is not really an option if you take your relationship seriously. And so I wish we would have had a book like this in my first marriage. Actually, no, I don't, because I wouldn't have been married to you. That was the case.
I'm glad you didn't find it till later, too.
So I'm glad I didn't find it till later. But for couples to have a resource like that gives you instructional advice that you can immediately implement in your life and make changes. Even if you're in a situation where you have a great relationship already, that's great. And most relationships, they're great for the first 3 years, and then they start to go downhill from there. How do you keep it going uphill? So even if your relationship is great, this book is going to help you to keep your relationship growing on an upward trajectory. And so I'm really, really excited about the book. You guys can get the book on Amazon.com. You can get it on Kindle. You can get it anywhere where you purchase your books. But get the book. Once again, it's called Crack the Code, The Secrets to Having You Happily Ever, to Achieving You Happily Ever After.
That was great. That was like, they know exactly where to go now because you led them to the book, baby. I love it. You did. Won't he do it?
He did it, I think. I think he did it.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I love it.
And one of the most challenging things actually about writing this book was that there were two of us.
Yeah.
That's not easy, people.
Yeah.
One person to write a book by themselves, that's going to, be work. But then to get two people to write a book together and both share their voice.
Yeah, both voices in it.
Yeah, that was really tricky. So we kept trying for like a couple of years. We were trying and we started and we put out 15, 20 pages and it was like, nah, it's not it. Back to the drawing board over and over again. So this time we actually cracked the code and we actually did it. I was very, very relieved. I'm going to be real with you, people. I'm not a big book writer, a big book reader, I should say.
I am.
Melanie is. But if I'm going to read a book, it better be good. And it better be an easy read. It better be a fun read. And I better be able to get through it very quickly. And that's what this book does. You walk away empowered.
I want to share with you guys something that, we haven't shared with a lot of people. Anthony and I do this work because we were inspired to do this work. We literally had intuition that said, the love that you have is to be shared. It's a blessing and you need to share your blessings. We were really happy, just the two of us living our life. I always say, you could lock us in a paper bag together and we'd be happy.
Yeah, or prison cell.
Or prison cell, whatever you could lock us in together and we'll be happy with each other. We enjoy each other.
Yes, we do.
But we realized that we had something really special and Spirit told us to share. And we both got messages in meditation saying that we were going to create a love revolution, which means bring more love to the world, help people focus on love, help people create love within themselves, within their marriages, within their families. So we set out to do this work and we didn't have a map. We didn't know how we were going to do it. We just showed up faithful every day. And we started attracting people who wanted coaching, who wanted help. And so we just started doing that work and we found we were really, really good at it. So we just kept going. And we didn't know what the end game was going to be. And completing this book really, to me, feels like goal accomplished. This is going to sound kind of morbid, but finally, if we were to die tomorrow, our work is still available to people. And that is literally feeding my soul. Because when I was a little girl, one of the things that I did to keep myself in a good place, because I grew up in a really chaotic environment, is I would read. And I read love novels. I was like a 10-year-old girl under the covers reading, these cheesy love novels, the knave and his loins, that kind of stuff. I was reading that and I would escape. I would escape my reality and pretend I was on a ship with the captain and all that kind of stuff, right? And so I remember being 10 years old and thinking, this is amazing. Whoever wrote this book, I'm reading it and I'm having this experience from what they created. When I grow up, I want to do that. The book being completed literally fulfilled my childhood dreams and it fulfilled my spiritual mission. And that's I can't even describe how good that feels. It literally makes me want to cry because I know that I am leaving a legacy. I'm leaving a legacy of what I've learned and what I've contributed. And anyone can get the book and share in that with me.
Love it. Well, if you want to cry, you go ahead and cry. I got tissues. I'll take care of you. I got
Thank
you.
you.
I'll give you a shoulder to cry on.
I'll just wipe them off. Can't nobody see me anyway.
One of the benefits of doing a podcast.
Right.
They can't tell that I'm sitting here in my underwear right now.
You look
Just
cute in
joking,
your underwear.
people. I'm not wearing my underwear. I'm fully dressed, fully
Yes,
robed.
you are.
I agree with you. It is a legacy, and that's something really important, and that does mean a lot. And that's part of my childhood dream, too. As you know my story,
Yes.
that as a little boy growing up in Brooklyn, my dream was to help the people around me to have better relationships because I was a kid, 7 years old, surrounded by all of these people, these adults with these broken relationships, and there was no love. And as a kid, it was obvious to me, all you got to do is love people. Just love each other. That's all you got to do. Be honest, be open. But they didn't get it. And so I would literally listen to love songs all day and fantasize about one day meeting my soulmate and creating this amazing relationship like the world's never seen before, and then turning around and teaching the world how to have that same kind of relationship. And so that was my goal at 7 years old. And here I am today. Not only did I attract my soulmate, and not only over the last 22 years together have we been empowering people to have better relationships, better lives, but now we have a book. And like you said, this book will live forever. We'll be gone and this book will still be here. And it's also something that our children will benefit from.
Yes, I just thought about that. Like, our babies are always going to have a piece of us. That's so awesome.
That's right. And one of the things, too, I loved about the book is that it really captures both of our voices. So it's not like it was just written in my voice or your voice. When you read the book, it's like people say that when they're reading it, they can literally like see Melanie and me next to them, those that have coached with us before.
Right.
And which leads me to another point, which I love about the book. We've been coaching together for 22 years. And when people coach with us, it's an experience. It's always this deep, amazing experience. We have a good time. I don't care what the situation you're coming to coach for. You're going to leave our coaching session feeling good, feeling great.
Right.
And there are going to be so many magical aha moments within those sessions that each time we walk away from those sessions and the clients walk away and they go, wow, you guys are amazing. That was amazing. And they're like, the world needs to see this. We wish the world could have seen this. Now the world will get to experience it. Not everybody can afford to pay for our coaching sessions. We are not cheap. If you're going to coach with us, it's going to be a little investment that's going to be worth it. But not everybody can afford it. But you can afford the book. You're going to get what you need from the book, just like as if we're coaching with us in person. I like that we'll be able to expand our services and to empower more people across the globe.
I'm really happy about that too. The other thing that I love is that Cody Oliver from Black Love wrote our foreword.
Yes, she did. Thank you very much.
She did an amazing job.
Yeah.
She really captured it. Cody has interviewed a lot of couples and dealt with a lot of relationships. So her writing our foreword was everything, and her recognizing us and what we do and being able to, add that to our book was amazing. And I'm really, really grateful for that.
Mm-hmm. And the thing too I noticed is that the world, it's interesting how they perceive you so differently though once you write a book.
True.
So you can be this, a very talented individual and doing these incredible things, and people will be like, yeah, I see it, but yeah, I see it. Kind of no big deal. Write a book, and then they're like, oh my God, you're the expert. You're the pro. I'm going to listen to you. I'm going to believe you're a star. You're a celebrity. To me, that's like a weird little head trip. But don't get me wrong. I'll take it. I'll take it either way. If it's going to give us a bigger platform and help us to reach more people, I'll take it.
100%. No, I agree with you. So I've been getting already a lot of feedback from people who have read the book. And this is so funny. So I don't know how many of you out there have like stepsisters and stepbrothers or whatever. My dad had, I think, 13 kids. And I am the fourth youngest. So I have younger siblings that don't know me that well. Right? I know them, but they don't know me that well. We didn't grow up together. So last night, one of my sisters is texting me, "You were born in jail?" Oh my God.
She didn't know that.
She was like, "Your mom and dad's love was illegal?" Oh my God. And she made a great point. She was like, how ironic that you were born in jail and your existence was deemed illegal.
Wow.
And here you are helping so many people. You didn't let that get you down. That didn't make you feel shame or feel bad about yourself. And I find that so interesting. And I hope you guys can take this in and use it for yourselves. Why? Why would I feel ashamed of something that I had nothing to do with? I didn't ask to be born in jail. I wasn't in charge of society's mindset at that time. But so many times people look at where they come from and things that happened in their lives or circumstances that they come from, and they feel shame. And shame is really saying, I'm bad because of this circumstance. I'm not good enough because of this circumstance. And there are so many people struggling with that mindset. And I really want to encourage you guys, let that shit go. It has nothing to do with you. Anything that happened in your childhood, anything that has to do with your circumstances, you are an innocent bystander. And now you're an adult. Now you're choosing. Now you're making decisions. Now you are attracting the consequences. But when you're a little kid, you have nothing to do with that. Make peace with all of it. Look back on all of it and see your own growth and how it benefited you. So when I look back at that situation and I think about, going to foster homes and, not having a mom who was available to me, what I see is that feeling that I had that was a lack of love made me want love really bad, made me really lovable, made me want to be an amazing mom and a loving mom. When bad things are happening in our lives, we can look at them and go, oh, that bad thing happened, which makes me bad. Or we could see what good came from it and how I became amazing from a situation that I had no control over.
Right.
So I loved getting that text from her last night. I was like, yes, sis, your sis came up. Yes. Nice. They couldn't hold me down. They tried to lock me up as soon as I got here, girl, and I was not having it. I was not having it.
Nice.
So I loved that feedback.
Good. Yeah, I feel you on that. I haven't really spoken to my family on it. About it yet. I don't think they actually read the book yet, but they actually asked me to send them a copy. So
good sign.
Yeah, that's a
They're
good sign.
They're interested.
Right. And so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to my mother's feedback as well. And she's...
Are you sure? Is there anything in the book that your mama not
gonna
like?
You know what? I went through it during the edit. I made sure that there was nothing in there that will make her disown me. But my mother's, you know how she is.
She's one of your biggest fans. Yeah. Yes, she's always been one of your biggest fans.
Yeah, she's always so proud of her son.
Yes.
Yes. My favorite part of the book is actually the science that we teach. Because there's a part of the book where we break down the science of you. And basically, when we teach people about our concepts, and we use a lot of law of attraction, a lot of energy and things like that. And for a lot of people, that's like airy-fairy, poo-poo. You just think positive and magic ain't fairies will fall off the sky and make your dreams and wishes come true. And even though we believe in the airy-fairy part, when we learned it and learned about these concepts and the subconscious mind, we didn't want to just learn that aspect. We want to see the science behind it. Show me the science behind energy and the law of attraction and being a conscious creator and positive thinking. So we studied the science for over 20 years, quantum physics, neuroscience, you name it. And when you learn it from that perspective, when you download it, it sticks with you. Your subconscious mind, you believe it, you know it, it's real for you then, it's tangible. And so in the book, we break it down with the science of why you're doing what you're doing. Why are you not getting the results that you want in your relationship or in your dating life or even in your personal life? And once you understand how you got there, then you'll know how to get to where you want to go. And we break it down throughout the book so anyone can follow it. Even if you're not a big science person, it doesn't matter. You're going to end up loving it.
Right.
Because it's broken down in terms that everybody can relate to. And women, let me say this for you ladies out there. If you want your guy to be more relationship active, if you want him to be more proactive as far as maybe counseling or therapy, a lot of guys are going to be really hesitant. But the science part of it, when we teach that, the men love it. They eat that up because it's more relatable to them as opposed to the airy-fairy aspect of it.
That is generally the case. The men are like, all right, this makes sense to me, and it's not all emotional. They like less emotion.
Mm-hmm.
I think my favorite part would be all the exercises. I always want to get to it, right? Like, let me tell you what you could do so you can get what you want. And you're always like, nope, let's teach them some things first. And I'm like, I'll just give them all the answers. I want to give them the answers right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I love the exercises. I love that the love report cards is in the book, how to use it. I love all of that. I love the action steps. I'm Action Jackson. I want it to happen. Give them some action. Tell them when to go, what to do.
Nice. And it's not the same regurgitated stuff that you read about all the time in other books. That, to me, was refreshing. And I hope to you guys, it'll be refreshing as well. I'm pretty confident it will be.
Well, I want to say congratulations to you. You did an amazing job, and congratulations to me. This is just another example of us working together. It wasn't easy to put both of our voices in the book, and you did a great job. You stuck with it, and you made it happen, and it wasn't easy.
Well, you know what? I want to do the same with you. I want to thank you for being consistent with it and saying, let's go ahead and move on it. Because we were on lockdown, actually, that enabled us to have,
True story.
To have to write the book. Because it was like, what else are we going to do? Write the book. And so EIP, we have a saying, EIP, everything is perfect. There are no accidents. There are no mistakes. Everything that unfolds is unfolding for your greater good. And so some people might look at this experience like COVID was horrible. Yes, it was. I'm not going to front in so many ways. It was horrible. But there were also some positive things that came out of it as well. And so I'm grateful for that.
I'm grateful that you didn't fight me, because I did say that. I was like, let's get some shit done since we can't go anywhere. And you followed my lead on that. And I appreciate that.
All good. All good. You move, I move, just like that.
Just like that?
Just like that. I want to be a little petty right now.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
You about to fight me?
No. This has nothing to do with you.
Am I going to fight you?
No, this has nothing to do with you fighting me or fighting anybody. This is just me and my pettiness. Okay.
Get it.
Years ago, when we first started this journey as coaches, and I started first, we went to that event. And it was an event that we were invited to, I was invited to speak at. And in this event, there were all of these coaches that were big wigs here in Southern California and around the country. And they had their own little community. And so when I came in, they were like, who the hell is this guy? Who are you? Pah, you can't hang with us. You'll never be successful. You're not one of us. And my first instinct was to whip their asses. Yeah, that was my first instinct. I said it. I'm being honest. But I'm not a fighter. I know that wasn't the right thing, but that's what I felt. I was just so offended. But it was like, you know what? Don't do it. No, don't get sucked into that. Show them. They'll see. Fast forward. Here we are today, people. How you like us now? Me being petty.
I'll show you how great I am.
Take that. We did it, people. So don't let anybody tell you what you can or can't do, people. If you have a dream, go for it.
Yes.
The haters, let them hate. Just stick with your dream.
Yes.
So this book is a part of our dream, my dream, our dream, and I'm proud of it. So thank you for joining the Amazing Clarks podcast and following our love revolution.
Absolutely. We want to thank you guys so much, and you guys are helping us. So please continue to do that. Please continue to give us our 5-star reviews and continue to follow us and sign up for the Black Love Plus app. All the goodies are on there. You guys can watch all the shows. You can listen to our podcast. Everything on there's amazing. We're really enjoying it. Some of the other podcasters on this network are incredible. We want to expose you to them. So make sure that you are downloading the Black Love Plus app. I'm telling all my friends to do it, so we're all on the same page. And just keep joining us here. We're doing this together, you guys. We're creating a love revolution. We're sharing it, and that's what it's about. We are spreading the love. So when you give us 5 stars, you follow us, and you share us, it helps us to meet the goal of Love Revolution.
That's right. So you guys can do it. We appreciate you. We love you. And we look forward to talking to you next time. So thanks again for listening to the Amazing Clarks podcast on the Black Love Podcast Network.